And welcome back. We're picking up where we left off last time in Terra Invicta as Humanity First. We're going to confirm assignments here, and we're going to let some more time pass. We are, to a greater or lesser extent, pretty much on the offensive. In basically all theaters. We actually have a cooldown there. Because this guy doesn't have a mission trying to do something productive. No, we're not. I'm tempted to put these guys in the Federation so I can actually move this one region to the African Union, because I think that would actually stabilize the pair. Well, not necessarily stabilize the African Union, but help stabilize the Caliphate, which is a little... Well, we've done stuff to improve its stability. But it's a slow road at this point. Yeah, let's do that for the moment. We'll federate these two. That'll allow me to do the after that cooldown comes off. That'll allow me to do the transfer the region into the African Union. Then I can end the Federation at that point.
Offering assistance.
Offering assistance.
I will help them.
Oh, so there's another thing we could do is I could buy a bunch of mission control down here to get more mission control. Although 23 is not a big inaccuracy from max. You've arrived. Do refueling. Okay. So they're waiting for 2 more.
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
No longer considered a colony region. It's economy on par with the rest of the nation. Its GDP capita matches the other regions of the country. Oh, good to see. Nuclear attack. Panama. Servants on presumably whoever is trying to occupy Panama. Which now means that Panama no longer has the bomb. That changes some things. That does change some things. We're technically at war with Panama. So if I can send the five or so armies over to end it, and bring that to a close. Oops. Don't hunt xenoforms. There. Okay, so that one's going to London. When it arrives in 24th of May, we can order it go to
policy direction
a
complete.
location. World's first maglev network. Excellent. Do nothing. Make it free for the first month. Public opinion bonus, and Mongolia gets 10 welfare. Or subsidize the tickets for 50 welfare bonus. Or if we're the initiative, we could get a bunch of money out of it. We'll subsidize it for the welfare bonus. Okay, join Foxtrot 904. So those are the 2 refits.
Our associates are now in charge.
Wait, did I accidentally send my Earth fleet that actually has 10 regular guys in it? No, that's them there. Okay, you hit Victor 1779 on arrival. They're going to arrive on the 18th of June. You will hit them within an hour of their arrival. Nope, I was about to go do regime change in Panama, and the servants or the resistance beat me to it. With that, the war should be over. War is over. There be peace. Although there's maybe an argument to get rivalry with the alien administration, go invade there. Okay, now that these two are federated, I can do... Well, technically, because I started with the Caliphite's on cooldown. But like African Union or not, so I can do demand claim. Because I have got a claim. We're on cooldown with the Caliphite. I can't do it on the Caliphite. Fair enough. I could wait for that. But I think we want to do it on Cano to help stabilize the Caliphite a little bit. Spend some money improving the environment in the Caliphite. There we go. We're still on cooldown there till 22nd of June. Okay, so next month I can do Vietnam into Pan-Asian Combine.
Ready for my mission. Restoring order.
Reporting in. Offering support.
Yeah, I probably want to get more mission control. So let's go pop over to Mercury and get another batch of HABs under construction. Oh, that's Earth. I meant to click Mercury. Game? Mercury, please. There you go. So who has stations here besides me? Oh, there's a couple other human ones. A couple small human ones. If they get annoying, we'll blow them up. 6 empty HAB sites. Let's just take all remaining 6 sites. First, Mercury, and I basically want a copy and paste of this high Mercury one. Come in here. We apparently can't save the template. Presumably means I have a template of this. Give or take. Yeah, presumably what my ring station is up there. Yeah, okay. And then I am select template, my ring station. There we go. Apply to all selected tabs. And they should all be power positive. There we go. So in the short term, that is costing us a lot of mission control and not giving us a good return. Yeah, there's okay, so that is about perfect. So we timed that about right. Even if all the ships launch before this system is complete, we shouldn't go over capacity, let's say. And then when the system's complete, that'll be 100 more capacity, and we'll be golden at that point for a continued expansion.
I will help them.
Mao Kiao Station 2. We should have someone at that station. Think. Yeah, that's the IO station. We have a fleet station there, so it shouldn't be a concern.
Offering
Apparently arriving in
support.
only 3 days, so
Lending my
pretty quick transit
expertise.
for them.
Offering support.
Ten versus 31. We'll hit auto resolve and see if we easily win. What do we do? Just for low Ganymede. Okay. His lunch structuring low Rhea. Again, we have a fleet there, so that shouldn't be a concern. Interesting they're going for low Rhea and not for the station low Rhea. But... Quick burnings. Pay to make it go away, probably. Although I actually wouldn't be too concerned about losing democracy here. Yeah, just step in and pay for the books to be replaced.
Things are cooling off.
Public sentiment is increasingly with us.
Battlefield fair sites, cool. Start working on that soon. There's the construction module there. Here's an argument to begin upgrading the core here. Go ahead and do that. And remember, I've got ships about to intercept now. There we go. 10 versus 25. Gauge. Auto resolve, because I think the ships are just going to win the auto resolve, and they do. Yeah, the poor aliens are suffering defeat after defeat. They're down to 33,000 fleet power, so their fleet power has dropped almost 25% since the beginning of this recording. 15 minutes ago. Okay. Have something break off of you? I feel like something did. We said something leave the Union. Vietnam, attacking the alien administration in Zimbabwe. We're gonna say no, because this is just Vietnam. If it was the greater group, then we'd go after them. Okay. Probes are reaching farther and farther out. I've just have a bunch of quarters complete, but without the HAB core and the power plants and all the other tier 2 stuff, it doesn't work. But that will actually be getting more influence soon, which is nice. Unification's now on the table. Okay, let's go ahead and pick up that unification.
On my way to the capital.
And then confirm assignments, let time pass.
Offering assistance.
Offering counsel.
Offering support.
Offering assistance.
The base has just defected me. Okay. Not exactly what we want, but it's fine. In the farm. These nanofabs need to go. We definitely don't need the nanofabs. Raid the battle station. Get the command center. Fusion reactor. Fusion reactor. Well, in theory, that's I guess we'll just leave those nanofabs there. They're not costing us too much. The base is still net positive on nobles. That's acceptable. Generating some revenue in the meantime. Yeah, the base is costing us water and volatiles, but I can work with that. And the water and volatiles come from the fact to actually turn the agricultural complex off, or the farm off to become an agricultural complex. Once this is done, it'll actually probably be positive in everything except for mission control. Actually, no, it'll even be positive in mission control. Yeah, no. This base is fine. I would have preferred the resistance were able to hold on to it, but, you know. apparently they went over their mission control limit. That's why you don't go over your mission control limit.
Violence is abating.
Mission complete.
Unification with Vietnam. That expands the Pan-Asian Combine's economy enough that we're now up to 6 control points again. Of course, it's totally tanked the sustainability. Probably reduce this resting cohesion as well. Do we have hostile claims that are causing noticeable amounts? Not really. So yeah, we'll fix the environment. We'll continue sort of focusing on government here. I might be tempted to do a little bit more welfare. But for the moment, the resting point of 7. And because we have armies in the region, unrest below 0 is fine. New orbital core. Cool. Upgrade the core again. And then I want you to new build fusion reactor array, a LDA, a nano factory, and a farm. Sort of moving the potential shipyards farther and farther out in the system. Not that I necessarily need to. Brazil is proposing an alliance with the EU. Who controls Brazil? The resistance. I will agree to this. In the year 2064, in humanity first control the EU. Yeah, we're on board with helping the totalitarian regimes against the alien. It's like the mythical communists of the 2064s for the democracies you see. Okay, what else do I want? You need to claim that point back. Or no, you need to swap the person who's going to go take that point back. Oh, you can't even advise. Never mind, you're not swapping the person that's going to take that back because you can't.
I will tell our story.
Where to?
In Nepal. To inform the initiative that they've screwed up.
Terminating the opposition.
Ready for my mission.
More security. And yeah, you've hit the magical point where I think it's time we start setting up to remove orgs. Are you using landmark entertainment for Global Campaign? Yes. So we don't want you to lose land to that one. Are you overcapped on admin? No, you're 25 of 25. Okay, I think we're going to save up until we have 40 XP on you, and then probably pull one of the admin ones off. Or could give you a command and take one of the command ones off. Or you only have the one command one. Yeah, give you the command and take the command one off. One-star mining. 3% mining for 2 boost? Sure.
Ready for orders.
Standing by for orders.
Ready.
Your admin capture 24? Yes. More espionage on you. Okay. Confirm assignments, let time pass.
Lending my expertise.
I will help them.
I will
New
help.
mineral region for the Caliphate. Okay. Bonus to the economy, spoils, build army, build navy. Also great increases to inequality. Oh, that's not great. There goes the alien capital. The alien nation is gone for the moment.
Things are stabilizing.
The people will come to our side.
So apparently they had more regions. Medium Earth orbit. Okay. Another fleet ready for transit. You need to take a stop over on the way out to Neptune, because you can't just fly straight there. I believe I can have you fly straight to the base at Rhea, and you can refuel there. 45 weeks out, then you can make the burn to Neptune. Saturn to Neptune. Stewards of the South. Brazil gains claims on a lot of things that don't like Brazil. Yeah. I think we're more likely to do the Bolivia one rather than the Steward of the South.
We've removed some threats.
Back in control in Nepal. Nope, I'm going to take a point back in African Union. There's the cores. It's going to be a little bit longer for, I think, the power plants. Oh no, the power plant's done. The agriculture complex, the battle station, and more importantly, the command center will take a little bit longer. But that has given us a jump on influence, because each of these is providing 32 influence, and we just did 10. So it's 320 more influence a month. Or about 10 more day. A little over 10 more day.
Ready for my mission. We're taking power.
I'm here. We'll turn down the heat.
The inequality improving is helping. Dismantle the influence. Whoops. That'll be fine. Term assignments, let time pass.
Offering support.
Offering counsel.
Offering
Yeah,
counsel.
we got told that was going to happen. 1v10, we're... Oh, I pressed the wrong button there. I should have probably tried to press the other button. Auto-resolve. I'm going to reject that. I'm going to see if I can load the combat autosave. That's before the... Do a quick load of the combat autosave, see if I can press the right button this time. I should be trying to hit evade, see if we can evade. This is the second best engine in the tech tree for that line, so we might actually be able to run away from the aliens with that ship. Here, I'll go pause the recording for YouTube. Be right back, YouTube. And welcome back, YouTube. We're going to hit evade here, see if we can run away. Okay. Our fleet is maneuvering to avoid combat, the enemy is giving chase. We may now bid some available Delta V to outrun them. We bid bigger than them, we avoid. However, they can do an extended pursuit. They could, in theory, split up and not face as a full one. We're going to do max bid here. Submit bid. Okay, they spread out ships to envelop the target, was able to force engagement using a smaller group of ships. Okay, at that point we're just going to hit the auto-resolve and yeah, we lose. That's what we wanted to see. Could we run away from them? The answer is, if they were going to let us. They were not going to let us.
Things are cooling off.
Ship launched. This is the next fleet coming together. This is one and IO. That's only half of this one, to be fair. Because IO takes a little while to put together a full 10 ship fleet.
We're winning their hearts and minds.
Okay, there's the core here. And again, here we're going to basically do kind of what we did before, which is, I suspect we want to farm... Oh, we can upgrade the farm. The farm's fine to upgrade. Hard build a battle station. We are going to want the command center, so we'll do the tier... Actually, I'll hold the command center off for a bit. We're not super rushed for that one. and manufacturing complex. So I can use that to sell tier 3 directly in the system. And then fusion reactor farm to power it. We haven't got the tier 3. Oh, I do have the tier 3 heavy fusion farms. Okay. And then I'm thinking we're going to do 5 space works here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we'll need power to power that, so we'll do 1 heavy fusion and 1 regular fusion. That leaves us with 2 extra slots. One of those will be the command center. And then we'll need more farms than 1 agricultural complex can do, so the last slot will be an agricultural complex. And then I need more power. Something can be turned off. I can work with that. Honestly, at that point, it should be the space dock and the control thing. So, the construction module. So it'll be fine. Hey, 920. Now, where do I want to take you? Little attempt to take it down to Mercury, to do a purge in the Mercury system. Yeah, little attempt to take it down to Mercury to do a purge in the Mercury system. We're up to... Although we know, I think it's just the resistance on Mars at this point. I think we'll continue to focus on attacking the aliens, so that means we are outbound to Saturn. Rhea gas station, here we come. Blackburn Station arrive in just under 43 weeks. And yeah, we're at the state where I shouldn't build any more ships until we get the construction, or the command modules online centers, so we get more mission control. So I think we're running out of xenology research to do. Battlefield's Ferricite decontamination is probably the last one that's realistically worth doing.
Our people have taken control.
Back in control in the African Union. They've arrived at low umbral orbit. Immediately being targeted. Okay.
Your orders?
Okay, we're at the point where I can do the demand claim. It would actually be on this side, demand claim. 20th of November. No, 2 more months. Want to move this one. Because I think that won't really destabilize the African Union very much, and it should help to stabilize the Caliphate. I think I need to do another research to get these handed over to the Pan-Asian Combine, although that would probably be another place to looking for some gains. Let's get you advising the African Union to speed up
I will help them.
all it's doing. This is the expected fight. This is also a 10v10. The aliens trying to give me a fair fight? Because we auto-resolve the fair fights and win them. Yeah, no, not good for the aliens. Second group has arrived, or no, this is still the first one. Second one's still inbound. In fact, we got quite a few inbound at this point. 116 days out. 171. 171 is when we have refueling capacity being built. So 230 days, we will have the refueling capacity
Offering
to
support.
dominate the system.
Offering assistance.
Lending my expertise.
Offering support.
Okay, that's not good. That means the resistance doesn't like me at this point. Right. Well, that might be event-driven instead. Probably they actually reached the point where... No, there's still tolerance to me. Well, the tolerance doesn't guarantee they don't do nothing. That's what non-aggression pact's for, but... We're far enough up the interaction chain that we can't reliably have that
Violence
anymore.
is abating.
We've moved the needle.
Okay, so they're coming to that point in Nepal again. Multiple people coming for that point, I suspect. Got cracked down twice, that's probably multiple people, not the same one doing twice. Okay, here we're going to do direct investment into environment. Trying to up your sustainability, get up to like 99 or 9.99 again. Get this one up to 9.99. At which point we'll be probably actually trying to save up for doing economy, which economy is really expensive because it scales with what it's effectively doing, right? Environment's cheap, economy is expensive in cash. Although the economy here is cheaper than welfare. Suppose the government's not too bad. Might do government in China after we're done sustainability upping. You're totalitarian. What's and the Pan Asian Combine does have claims on you. Okay. So I push you into the Pan Asian Combine. Be too bad. I might think about doing that.
Making our case.
Okay, let's confirm assignments, let time pass.
Offering counsel.
I will help them,
Offering assistance.
lending my expertise.
Yeah, we're slowly getting that inequality down. It is raising the rest point here. We're up to 3.2. We'd like it to be 5. I might need to actually take it to literally down to 1 to get to stable 5 at this point in the Caliphate because of how horizontally wide the country is.
Order is returning.
Public sentiment is increasingly with us.
Okay, so that doesn't necessarily mean there's an alien in African Union. That could be the Servants' Council running around. That's the fortifications on the new command stations coming online. It's 27th of January when we'll actually have that mission control. Okay, that's a little annoying. Means I need to do purge in multiple locations.
Standing by for orders. Removing our enemies.
Acknowledged. Targeting the opposition.
Ready to go. Headed there now.
Grab the last security on this guy. And then we'll be thinking about other things we can take off him, which is probably investigate espionage. To start pulling orgs off. Coming up on having the super colliders done, that's good to see.
Lending my expertise.
Offering counsel.
The people will come to our side.
Getting rid of even more of the hostile claims to the EU. It's still got probably a lot of them left. They're just really small places out in Siberia, I suspect, at this point. Okay, the super collider is done. Low but constant thrust over long distances. Could go for that. The other one's to go Greater Pan Asian, Singapore. It's, I think, North Africa. Greater Indonesia. It goes into Greater Austronesia. Malaysia, Greater Malaysia, Republic of the South Cross. Southeast Asian. Yeah, we're going to research all these at some point. I'm not sure which ones we want to do first. If we were doing military priority, the military stuff, the priority stuff's always nice when you're doing it. When you're not, it's always a bit disappointing. finish the automated mirror up here. Again, I think I'm overthinking the techs at this point. We're far enough along in the tech tree that I don't need to be picky. I can just do whatever I want. We're getting 15.2k. Really, the only thing that we want out of the tech tree that we're having to wait for is the protium converter torch. Although I suppose that maybe implies that we should not do drive tech so that
Our
we get
people have taken control.
take advantage of the bigger multiplier on it. We don't have to divide the space science as much if I don't do other space science. You know, we'll do this one. Little Emperor. It's the only one that isn't actually a hostile claim. Well, and Singapore. So I think that's the stuff in here. So I think that's the Philippines and such. Might not include Borneo. Cool Emperor actually means I could try to stainless the Kale fight by logging stuff off onto the Chinese. Might be the way to go.
Here's what we found.
We are in control now.
I think we have the ability to demand this at this point. Oh, let's grant independence. Do I really not have a claim on you? Ah, it's a hostile claim. That's why I can't take it. Okay, fair enough. So can't block it off because the hostile claim. Fair enough.
I'm here.
Did I lose a... Oh, I lost a... control point. Seeing it. So I'm not seeing it probably means it's not very important. We just took one back from the African Union. Do more advise in the African Union.
Offering assistance.
Ready to go.
Or... run a public campaign there. Let's do a public
Acknowledged.
campaign there.
We must persuade the people.
Where do you need me?
Where to? We'll restore peace
Okay,
to this
we'll do
nation.
that. You're up to 99, although still got 200 million tons of pollution to deal with. We'll let that go via priority. Confirm assignments, let time pass. Plus hostile claims for
Offering counsel.
Pan Asian Combine.
Offering assistance.
Violence is abating.
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
Our case remains unheard.
No luck there.
Public sentiment is increasingly with us.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to play quite enough, at least not with all the thinking I'm doing, to fully arrive at Umbral, or maybe I'm wrong. I might push it a little bit long enough to at least get the port under construction. So what are you, Foxtrot 800? V9. I think the 10's gonna win. Gauge. Auto resolve. We happily win the auto resolve. Back to port. So 2 more counselor cycles, so if I play them out pretty quickly, we can probably get to there. And get the port under construction. Confirm assignments, let time pass. Make that bread.
Offering support.
Offering support.
Things are cooling off.
Public sentiment is increasingly with us.
Okay, so the Mercury command centers have come online, which of course was run the rate that we're making money down a little bit.
We're winning their
Down
hearts
to
and minds.
176 a day.
We're winning their hearts and minds.
New battle stations at Blackburn Station 3. So the battle station's done. We can solve the fact that we're going to be power short by replacing, well, the LDA and the PDA and the LDA pretty easily. We're going to need more power, so upgrading you is not a bad idea. Plop up a fusion reactor farm over the LDA. And yeah, that'll fix the power. More than enough. Lost that point in African Union. We're gonna have to take that back. To be fair, I could definitely make more money converting boost into income in Earth orbit areas. So, shouldn't be that concerned about the fact that our income's going down to all those command centers. Getting closer to billionaire status with him. You'll grab some investigate. Passive detection's always nice.
At your service. We're taking power.
There we go, 9.99 region. If I'm going to do more, I should really have the priority do it instead of manually doing it. So we can spread the love around a little bit more.
I will help them.
I will help them.
We'll do the unmade stuff. It's gonna take like a day each, so we'll be through it real quick, but... Oh no, not a wave of fear. Back down to 1.8 with the Caliphite. At least it's trending up at this point.
Things are stabilizing.
We have moved the needle.
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
Good to see that some of the not pro-alien factions are taking advantage of the fact that we've cleared systems of the aliens and can now venture forth into the solar system. Rally. Join. And build the platform. Space dock and the PDA. Low Io orbit, okay. I have 14 chips in the low Io orbit already? So I'm with 935 for the moment. I think that's technically half the fleet. Oh, I screwed something up at some point. Split the fleet. Here we go. There's another fleet ready for expansion out into the Greater Void. How goes the transit out to those places? 489 days. 60. Oh, that's the Umbral. I only have one out to. Looks like I only have one out to Pulsamoth. What's the ease of you getting out to Pulsamoth? You can't. We're really out of phase. Okay. So you might as well go to Umbral. Ever Station arriving in 72 weeks. Away you go. Okay, that place should be building fast now that that's done.
We're in control here.
Back in control of the aristocracy there. And I think with that, this is where we're going to put the part break in. We're going to sign the counselor so I can remember what we were doing next time.
Where do you need me?
And I think the answer is actually going to be purging our way into Myanmar. We brute force into two at once. Yeah, let's brute force into two at once.
Targeting the opposition.
Where to? Terminating the opposition.
Yep, things are going well. We're up to 10 environment in the EU, helping to mitigate environmental change. Up to 9.99 in Pan-Asian Combine and Caliphite. Work in the African Union. Once we get them all to 10, we can just make the GDP better, which helps stabilize most of these places. Especially if we're trying to do a democratic transition like we are in the Pan-Asian Combine, or trying to sustain the democracy as we are in the Caliphate. Although lowering the inequality is going to help the cohesion. It's probably faster than trying to raise the GDP. Tech-wise, the last real tech we care about is the Project Protium Converter Torch, which is the last significant drive improvement. We get this, and we'll be able to very happily fly basically everywhere in the solar system. Climate change-wise, as we'll go over, it has been 2 hours since the last time we checked. Hasn't improved by very much. I think we were doing like 0.6 or 0.7 ppm over a year. We're now like 0.55, so it's getting better, but obviously it's getting more and more the case that we're not the polluters, and we're not cleaning up enough to make up for the polluters. Mean annual GDP impact got a little bit worse, but that's because the stratospheric aerosols have gone away. Someone set the nukes off, and that lowered the global temperature for a while. But yeah, atmospheric methane is in decline. I think it was up last time. I think it was like 0.4 was the year ago, and it's now down to 0.33. So that's going down. We're stable in nitrous oxide, so it's just CO2 that's trending up, and even that's not trending up by very much. Still got a way to go. Still got a long way to go. And then as far as the environment, yeah, we got a long way to go there. But yeah, it's improving. We make up 43% of the public opinion around the world. Nation-wise, you can see we're getting a lot better with all the sustainability. Oh, did I stop apparently paying? I know there's Bhutan's at the top, sort of by sustainability. But yeah, we're expanding our mega nations. We got a 1.9 billion in the Pan-Asian Combine, 1.4 billion in the African Union, 1.2 billion in the Caliphite, 800 million in the EU. So I think we control more than half the world's population at this point. Can I see that in global? So the world's population is about 11 billion. We'll say 2, 3, 4, 5. Might be a little under half. But we have a significant portion of the world's population, and that portion of the population is very appreciative of our efforts. And again, we're trying to do what we can to mitigate the environmental causes that we're going to have from improving their GDP, and which is eventually going to be the goal. The EU, of course, is not quite utopic, but is stable enough that, other than a few hostile claims, is pretty much done and will start to be sort of providing resources that we're going to use to help other people. And arguably is already doing that, the funding. We're already getting 18,000 funding. Is that month? Per month. 18,000 funding per month out of it. Which is a lot more than the Pan-Asian Combine or the Caliphite. Definitely the African Union. In fact, more than the rest of them combined, frankly. So we can invest that in the other ones to help improve the GDP. And then we can take a quick look before we bring the stream to a close of where the state of the fleets are. We're up at 14,500 fleet power. The aliens, which are going to be the only real contesters at this point, are at 33 and a bit thousand fleet power. So we're catching up with the aliens, and the aliens aren't, well, we take them down a peg, they regrow a little bit. We take them down a peg, they regrow a bit. They're struggling to keep up the level of attrition. They're no longer fielding any fleets that are as large as they used to. We did have one fleet engagement. It was 10 versus 92. At this point, it seems like most of the alien fleets are 30-ish, 40-ish, or lower. Which is the zone where we just smash the auto-resolve button with our current fleets, and the fleets win. So we're on the offense everywhere. We're currently in the process of moving into 2 orbital bodies. We have arrived at Umbriel in the Saturn system. We have arrived at Umbriel in the Saturn system. Once the docks are up, we'll clear the Saturn system. We also have people on transit to Uranus. And when that's done, we'll probably clear the Uranus system as well. Or was... Oh no. Umbriel is Uranus. Umbriel is Uranus. Is that right? Yeah, Umbriel's right. So we're in the Uranus. We have people on the way out to Neptune. Yeah, we've got one on the way out to Neptune. We have full control of Saturn. Although the aliens are sending stuff to Saturn. Apparently we have more stuff going to Saturn. Loria. Okay. We'll see if we can get a decent transit from Saturn to Neptune in the near future. And of course we have full control of Jupiter. Other groups have arrived here, but they haven't really taken anything. I think there's like one colony on Callisto that isn't us. Yeah, the Resistance has colonized one of the sites on Callisto. But yeah, we're on the offense. The aliens are constantly being driven farther and farther back up at the system's gravity well. As far as the kill them all objective, the aliens currently control one region on Earth. Because of how the aliens can get back into regions, I'm not going to be worried about them controlling like 1 to 5, as long as it's something we can send armies after once we've cleared out the solar system and are awaiting the final says, right? But yeah, otherwise we've cleared both pro-alien and aliens of Tier 3 and greater out of all systems closer to the Sun than Saturn. We've cleared out Saturn. We've landed Uranus and are setting up the dockyards. Once those are done, we'll clear out Uranus. We got stuff on the way to Neptune. Neptune might be a bit complicated because we're having flight drive problems with the current drive set. And I don't really want to wait until we get the next drive set. So we might have a little bit of interesting time trying to reliably get into Neptune because of the great distances involved. And then after Neptune is the aliens' final base. But we're getting there. We're getting out there. We will run the aliens down wherever they hide. The aliens only have 2 fleets that we have to destroy, and one of those is presumably over the alien base. I assume. I think Low Iaptus might be. Maybe they don't even have one big enough for their home base. Yeah, I'm not going to go through the list here and try to figure out if it's in that list. Yeah, so we're winning. It's just a matter of time. If you're watching on YouTube, there likely will be a part up tomorrow. If you're watching on Twitch, I'm going to go over the schedule for the next couple days. Well, give me a moment to bring that up. And if you're watching this on YouTube, just a reminder, I'm streaming this live to Twitch. The username will call. If you can't wait for tomorrow's part to go up and you want to, or you don't mind watching it in possibly slightly lower quality, you can sneak over to Twitch and watch the Twitch VOD. The Twitch VOD still should be up at the time you're hearing this, as it stays up for 14 days after the stream. Today's stream is Terra Invicta. Tomorrow's stream is going to be we're going to finish the Banished Vault run, and possibly start Shadow Empire afterwards. Monday will be Song of 6. We'll see if we can break 8k, get up to 100% loyalty, and then we'll be back to playing this on Tuesday. There's the possibility that on Tuesday we'll be finishing the game. Things are going faster than I'm expecting. On the other hand, things are also bound to slow down as we're working with the bigger distances of the outer system. And we don't get our last speed boost until out in 12th of June of 2069, apparently. And then we'll still take 190 or so days to build the fleet based off of those drives. So things will be a little slower in the outer system. But we're definitely on the attack. And we're definitely going to be in the point where I'm not going to have to really... I don't think we're going to be building more ships until we get there, because we need them to go farther, not be more numerous at the moment. So yeah, I hope you have all been enjoying. Just a reminder, I'm streaming this live to Twitch on the username willcall. If you're watching this live and you want a comment responded to, now's your last opportunity to sort of leave a comment before we bring the stream down. If you're watching later on the Twitch VOD or on YouTube, which I'm going to upload the local recording to YouTube with the username willcall100, feel free to hop over to the YouTube channel if you want to leave a comment. The YouTube works reasonably well with asynchronous commenting. And yeah, I hope everyone has been enjoying it, regardless of where you're watching it. And until next time, I'm going to wish you all the best of luck and a good time. Catch you all in the next part and or stream, and bye for now.